welcome to As the Crow Flies podcast.
Good, good.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the most incredible caster of them all, Mr. T. Crow. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention he's very, very handsome.
Wow. Well, she said it, not me, Dover.
Mm-hmm. So her.
Hey, welcome to As the Crow Flies podcast. It's probably offensive. With my host, TGMD.
Hello.
Our new co-host, Miss Nikki Jean. She's not available. She's working.
Yeah.
But, hey, like I say, she comes in when she can.
Yeah.
But we do it because we have to. And we got a lot of exciting things to talk about today. We're going to be able to take the show on the road and get with you people. We'll talk about that. I just wanted to let you guys know that. Dover, any celebrity deaths or anything you want to jump off with?
I have not seen any celebrity deaths as of late in the news. Maybe I missed something. But no, I have not. I've not seen anything. So if
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Right.
A lot of celebrities lost their homes.
They have lost their homes in the fires. And what's weird to me is a lot of these celebrities that lost their homes, just because you're famous doesn't mean you're rich.
That's true.
I've seen some of these celebrities who lost their homes, and
that's very true.
Their homes was
they're like 4 million, 3.5, 2.6. But then you have people like Sugar Ray, his was 44 million. A couple other people's were pretty high as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then again, if you're rich, does that mean you need to have a rich house?
You don't have to, but
Jalen Hurts, he signed a $205 million contract. He lives in a modest home in Houston. I don't know. I mean,
you know what? If you're famous, you probably, I don't know if the house, but you could probably only get the house that you need in a neighborhood that is you need security more than a big house. But the neighborhoods where you can get the good security have big houses.
Right, but okay, you talk about like gated communities and things of that nature.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying to this is, you can live in a nice neighborhood and not have a great big mansion. If it's you and your wife, we're getting older, we're in our early 50s.
Yeah.
Not mid 50s yet, you're damn near. Oh boy. Jesus, might as well say early to mid 50s, where we are. And our kids are grown. Do we need all that room?
We don't need all the room, but if you are super rich, or maybe not even, around here, we're lucky enough in Ohio, especially around this area, that we could probably get the exact same house that cost a couple of $1 million to a celebrity
for 500.
For $500,000.
Yeah.
And it'd be the same house.
Same exact layout.
But since it's built,
it's a lot cheaper.
It costs a lot less.
Yeah, cost of living's a lot cheaper.
So, but what I'm saying is if you're famous, you probably want to buy a big house that's in an area where you can protect the house, because say Jalen Hurts, or maybe it's let's say Joe Burrow. He's a $55 million man too.
Right.
And he went to Ohio State before he transferred. Grew up in Athens, Ohio, which is
right down south.
At the city there, but has Ohio University right there. But it's in the middle of nowhere in the sticks.
Well, he still is.
But say he wanted to get a home here in Springfield. If everyone knows who you are and where you're, wouldn't that be more likely that people are going to burglarize your house when you're not around? If you're rich and famous, aren't you better off buying a big house in an area where you can?
Yeah, but here's the thing: you don't need a big house out in that area. modest house in that area.
Yeah.
But you know, it's to each his own. I don't know if I'd have a big house, man. You know, the older I get, the more I look at what do I need this big house for? I would be on one of them. What's some carts they got in Walmart and shit? I would be on one of them going around my damn house, and you got to pay people to clean it. You got to pay. I mean, it's unused area. But you know, that's me thinking now. When I was younger, hell yeah, I got a big ass mansion. But
So you're more practical now.
Yeah. You know, I used to have a belief. You need two of everything. And when I say everything, people, I mean everything. I don't believe that way anymore. There's two. I think you should have two vehicles.
Yeah.
Because if one breaks down, that. But other than that, you need two. Like I ain't gonna talk about pots and pans and dishes and things of that nature. But you know, you don't need two of everything like I used to believe.
Yes.
So I am more practical now. I see things in a more sensible nature. If I was super rich, I would spend money on fun things like I'd buy a boat. I'd travel the world. I wouldn't just sit here and go to these celebrity parties and freak offs and things of that nature or have my own shit. When I was younger, I would have done that.
Yes.
I'm not going to do it now.
Well, let's just say that you become rich.
Okay.
Now, that within the next couple of years, you become rich.
Right.
For reasons. And you have, let's just say this podcast goes viral for some reason. You know,
Well, I think we're going to make it go that way.
Okay, well, let's just say I say something really funny. And then
it's up to you to say something funny to make us go viral. You just did that now. That'll be viral. Because you're hilarious.
Yeah, probably not. But it'd be sweet though. But
Would be.
Let's just say you become famous and rich.
Okay.
Would you would buy another house, right?
Well, what I'd buy a house in some place I would like to live. If I didn't live here in Ohio, which I'm getting to the point to where I would like to move, it'd be somewhere like Arizona.
So
I wouldn't move to California. I wouldn't move to Florida. I'd live in Arizona. I might have a condo. If I got super rich, the way I plan on us getting, you know me right here. I would have a condo in Florida. And I'd have a condo in LA.
Now let's just say you got a contract for $2 million.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, we have a viral video, and then everyone knows who you are, like the Hot Tour girl. Only we keep, you keep it going, whatever. But you become famous, and you get the contract, and people say, "Hey, I like what you do, and I want to put you on." Do you move with $2 million, or
no? I don't move with $2 million.
What do you do?
I stay here.
You buy a house?
I stay here. I already have a house.
You stay in your own house?
Yeah, I still stay here.
But now this is what I'm saying. If you stay here in this house and you're famous, people start to know who you are and where you live. Aren't you cautious about security? With nut jobs?
Yes and no. Here's the thing. Yes and no, but if only $2 million, I'm not saying only $2 million because that's still a lot of money. But I don't go out and move on $2 million. Yeah. What I do is I up my security around my home here, and me being this where I live now is pretty quiet.
Yeah. And
if someone came, we got house alarm, we got a button I can push, panic button, all that good shit. I would just up that, and I'd still be right here. People know me. It's not like if you walk in on me now, I got where I need them to be, and if I got to take your motherfucking ass out, you want to go?
Yeah. Let's just say that we get this viral video, right? And then you get asked a guest on Joe Rogan's podcast,
right?
And he starts talking to you about our podcast, and then you get to guest on Bill Maher. What's his name? Bill Maher podcast, and he's asking.
And we started pumping up.
So you're famous,
right? I become famous. And if I become famous, and the money comes with the fame, because the more famous you get, the more opportunities you get,
right?
And that means more sponsorships. I would definitely move. I wouldn't be able to live here.
Yeah.
I'm easily accessible here,
which
I don't mind right now, so no one bothers me. I'll sit in the house all damn day and I'll get a couple phone calls. I like it. But I get what you're saying, because money is like shit. it attracts flies.
Mm-hmm.
And the more money you got, the more flies are going to hang around you.
Yeah. So some of these celebrities who had their house burned down, they was kind of living in a neighborhood that was. I mean, they didn't have like a lot of them didn't have like a lot of land or anything. That was,
No, if you look at them, they lived in flats like this.
yeah.
And which out in California, I remember my uncle, he used to live out there. You remember Todd Bridges?
Yeah.
From Different Strokes?
Mm-hmm.
He lived right up the street from my uncle. And I used to ask my uncle, I'm a little kid then, I'm in like going to Simon Kitten. So we're at Simon Kitten. It's like maybe 3rd grade, 4th grade, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're like, I'm like, so you live by Todd Bridges? What you talking about, Willis? Everybody knows Willis, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, is he rich? Why is he living by you? I didn't put 2 and 2 together that just because you're rich doesn't mean you have to move here, you move there. And my uncle's like, we live in a nice neighborhood, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, they're filthy rich. I'll never forget that. He goes, they're filthy rich. But Todd Bridges, she didn't do what Gary Coleman's mom did and spend all the money. Todd Bridges' mom, she lived in a good, she did a good thing with the money. That's why he's still able to live a good life. Hear from him. And that motherfucker, he did a lot of dope. Everybody knows that. He did a lot of dope, did a lot of things that, it is what it is. So.
I think if I suddenly got rich, I would move probably, well, to me, famous is, I mean, if you get the money to move, but famous will cause me to move more than being rich. But I probably would move either way. If I had a lot of money, I'd buy a bigger house.
Right.
I could live in my house the rest of my life and be fine.
Well, of course, if you got the money to do it, I say we do it. But if $2 million, I'm staying right here. This house be paid off. My other was paid off. I'm staying right here. That $2 million can last me a good time until family. Because with $2 million, family and friends are going to come and try to swamp that $2 million from you.
Right.
And I don't got $2 million. I got. So just think about that, people.
And just keep borrowing it right out of your pockets.
And that's $2 million can go so fast. And the way taxes are, you might have $2 million, but after taxes, you got like 1.3 million. So it's not quite the same thing. But you had a question about the NFL MVP.
I keep hearing these conversations from sports analysts and broadcasters about the MVP. And I was thinking about the NFL MVP because it hasn't been announced yet, but the voting is over, actually.
The voting is over.
Yeah.
Who do you think won?
I'm going to have to say, to me, it's hard to say, but I'm going to have to give it to Saquon.
Saquon's not going to win it.
But I would give it to him.
Yeah, but he's not going to win it. Number one, it's hard for running back to get it. And number two, if Lamar Jackson won the MVP last year and his numbers are expeditiously greater than what they were, and the team's doing better, that's with the addition of Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
you got to go Lamar. His passing was out of this world. His running's out of this world. And his leadership this year. Lamar wins the MVP. If not, they're going to go with Josh Allen. The reason they're going to go with Josh Allen over both of those guys, they can't give it to Saquon. He didn't play in the last game. He should have broken it down. If he'd have broke the record, I agree. He didn't go for the record. He sat out the last game. Okay, whoop-de-doo. And plus, Jalen Hurts played well. The defense played well. Philadelphia is a great team. Yes, they got a great team. So, with that being said, I think the one that won it will be if they go with Josh Allen, it's because of this. Hey, you might want to turn the TV off real quick. Let me get serious real quick. Man, I can't be distracted. The reason they're going to go with Josh Allen is because the NFL, like everything else, is a big corporation. They don't want Lamar Jackson being the face of the NFL and being the face of the Super Bowl.
What?
This is what I was telling you about earlier in our pre-meeting. Because Lamar Jackson is from South Florida.
Yeah.
His accent, the way he talks, his braids, his mannerism. Yeah. He wears a Sheesty mask. Lamar Jackson is not a bad dude. You don't hear him getting in trouble.
Is Zitz?
What the hell?
Zitz.
I don't look at that.
Okay. Go ahead.
He's not a bad dude. He doesn't. This guy here, he doesn't get in trouble. But he talks with that South Florida swag, the twang of the attitude. I mean, the twang of his vernacular. He's got grills. He's got them diamond teeth, man. Them ain't there. When he talks, he sparkles, baby.
Them country boys.
Yes. And the NFL being the good old white boy league that they are the owners, they don't want this dude. And guess what?
What?
Lamar Jackson wins MVP. We all know. Everybody out here knows. You know, this is our sports segment. Everybody here knows Lamar Jackson is the best player in football.
Yes.
Yes, he's better than Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes plays for a better coach, a better system, and a better team. Lamar Jackson, you look at Patrick this year, man, his team won those games. Lamar Jackson is the best player in football. Okay, I'm going to give you an example.
Okay.
Remember Michael Jordan when he couldn't get over the hump?
Yes.
He's averaging 37 a game.
Yeah.
We all knew he was the best. He's plays for a different team. He's not with the Lakers or the Celtics. They ain't going to win much. That's what Lamar Jackson reminds me of. You can look at him and say, yeah, that motherfucker there, that dude right there, number 8, he's the best.
I beg to differ.
Who's better?
Jaden Daniels.
He's a rookie. He's not better yet.
So?
He's not better yet. Jaden Daniels is sweet, and he's on his way there. But he's not better than Lamar. No way, Jose. Not yet.
Joe Burrow.
He's not better than Lamar.
Oh.
He's not.
Okay.
Joe Burrow's a monster. Jaden Daniels will be a monster. When you looking at Godzilla and King Kong up here.
Yeah.
But Lamar Jackson, that's Mr. Hey man, that's Mr. Jackson. Man, that dude is different.
Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Jackson.
It's Mr. Jackson.
I know.
Oh, okay, I got you.
But Lamar's a guy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I think the NFL MVP goes to Lamar. But if they don't give it to Lamar,
Josh Allen.
It's Josh Allen. It's the conspiracy. We got to get that face back.
Well, I think it should go to Saquon Barkley because last year Philly was a mess.
Yeah.
Okay, at this time, they lost several games at the end of the season last year in a row, and then lost in the playoffs to what? Who was it?
They lost the first round to.
Tampa or somebody stupid.
It was either Tampa or the Rams. Who was it?
The Rams, maybe. Okay.
It was a first round loss, whoever it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And now all of a sudden they just running people over. Now the defense is improved, and Saquon has nothing to do with that except
he keeps them off the field.
That's right. There you go. Saquon keeps.
Saquon. Hey, listen, I wouldn't have a problem with Saquon being MVP.
Saquon jumps.
Somebody's gave you a thumbs up on that one. Yeah, but you know what? You remember back when 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, when Christian McCaffrey went to
Frisco.
Yeah, and everybody was saying he's this, he's that. I said no, Saquon's the best in the league. It's just what you watch, and then when you watch that run, that's going to be played on NFL highlights till the day we're all dead and beyond.
The guy back
you don't listen. You don't see people jumping over people in elementary.
Yeah.
Not backwards. High school.
That was leapfrog right there because Saquon.
Hey man, he shed a tackle.
Yeah.
Get off me. Then let the dude spit. Look like a body man. When I saw that, I'm like, this ain't real.
Yeah. That's like a video game.
You can't. I've never seen that on a video game. That it looked like, remember, it's TV, like the Bionic, and for all those, we're to our age, the Bionic Man, $6 million man, Steve Austin. That's what it looked like. And he opened his leg, dude thought he had him. He had his back to him. No, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's incredible. He's one of those one-of-a-kind athletes, so I would not be upset if Saquon got that.
Yeah, but he's not going to.
But he's not going to get it.
But he should get it. They always give it. I mean, they always give it to a quarterback.
You know what? The quarterback's going to get it. You know what Saquon's going to get? Offensive Player of the Year. Okay. That's how they're going to do it.
Okay. Well, I'm surprised actually that Saquon, because he usually gets injured. I don't want to, jinx him, but I'm not a superstitious person.
Right.
But,
don't say that. He got injured because he played on a bum team that did not open the holes, and he kept getting beat up.
injured when he was at Penn State too. So
Yeah,
I'm
whatever.
saying the guy's a great running back, and I love running backs. You know?
Right, so you was a running back. We get it.
And I was a Tony Dorsett fan, Emmitt Smith, Barry
Hey,
Sanders.
yeah, somebody said you like him.
Yeah, because he's a handsome guy, so he looks like me.
Emmitt's older than you, so you like him.
Okay.
Oh God, this guy here.
I was adopted. I was his brother.
He could have been. He's about your height.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Emmett might be a little shorter than you. How tall are you?
5'11".
Yeah, he's shorter than you. Emmett's what, 5'9"?
I don't know.
He's a little shorter than you. Okay, Dover. So we're moving on, people. Now check this out. All you people that listen, I used to be mad at my mom would tell me, everybody would tell me, you pay your insurance? No. Well, you better pay it.
Your mom used to say that to you?
Hell yeah, because the thing will come and when you're 17, 18, you're driving, I'm on her policy, so I had to pay the policy. And I'm sitting there like, I had a job. My insurance was like $50 a month or something like that. I can't remember. It was pretty cheap back then. But make a long story short, to this day, everyone, you pay your insurance, you pay your insurance, you pay your insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for all those people out there driving without insurance, we get mad at them, right?
Yeah.
Because if they hit us,
you get nothing.
you get nothing.
Oh, you got full coverage.
Well, if you get full coverage, the insurance company has to go to them. And I agree with that.
Yeah.
But guess what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying right here on TV, people, I might start driving with no insurance.
Why?
Well, because the insurance companies out in California, all those people out there who lost their homes, yes, I get it. A lot of them are millionaires and stuff like that. But it doesn't matter. You got to have insurance. Am I right or wrong?
But that's home insurance. You can't drive without insurance.
That's what they say.
You can't register a vehicle without insurance.
That's what they say.
Well, are you going to try it?
No, I'll buy insurance for the first part to register my vehicle and let it lapse.
Oh, okay. So you're going to let it lapse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let that shit lapse, man.
Well, I'm going to pay my insurance. I ain't got time to be letting it lapse.
Okay, this is what the people out there said. Continue.
But this is, you're comparing car.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Car insurance to home insurance.
Yes, I am.
Okay. If the insurance company drops you, that's different.
From me dropping them.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question, Dover.
Yeah.
The people that own homeowners insurance,
Yeah.
they're the one that own automobile insurance as well. So if we're living in California,
Yeah.
and 3 months before this disaster hits,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, hey, Crow, hey, Dover, that mansion you're talking about you wanted to buy because we're rich now,
Mm-hmm.
is not insured for fire.
Right.
How do you feel?
Of course, well, let me put it this way, because this has been going on for the last couple of years. I've been hearing about
Them dropping people?
insurance, yeah, companies dropping
Yep.
people in Florida because of hurricanes and then
Because they can't afford.
around the coast,
Mhm.
the Gulf Coast, and also in California, other insurance companies before this happened,
right.
because they've
Right.
been having wildfires
Every year.
There's been more and more happening.
Well, actually, I don't know if it's more and more.
Yeah.
Let me cut you off. I don't know if it's more and more, but I know they're bigger.
Yeah,
They're getting bigger.
yeah, it's happening more.
It's just
There
affecting.
used to be a wildfire every now and then,
But they be in the forest or in the mountains, and
right?
and they
Away from the house,
away from the houses.
and they could contain it.
Right.
Sometimes they let it.
Let it
They
build a fire ring around it,
Yeah,
because fires. When they say fight fire with fire, if you burn up this stuff here around it, and you burn it up, that means the fire can't eat after it gets there. It has nowhere else to burn.
right. So it burns out.
So it burns out right there. Right.
So, but right now, the insurance companies are losing money, and they were projecting. That's why they dropped a lot of these homes, because if you live in an area
Where it's dry.
and it's in an area where a wildfire can easily happen,
Right.
they're going to drop the coverage.
Well,
Fire coverage.
okay, what I'm saying, but I agree with what you're saying.
So if I was buying a home and they said, "Well, we can't," I wouldn't buy it unless if I'm buying a home that's already built,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make sure that home was either built with fire retardant material.
Okay, now time out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's brick. We get that brick and mortar
in concrete.
and concrete. But what about your roofing?
You could get a metal roof. Before I got my solar panels,
you know what? You can get that's become popular again. The metal roofing, and I like the way it looks because if you think about a lot of barns, and when you drive down south, like in Washington Courthouse, a lot of houses have that. I was thinking about getting one when we got this roof. I was thinking about getting one.
Yeah.
But would that stop that fire, you think?
Yeah. And there's some people out there that have a contract with independent firefighters. You know what I'm saying? You heard of the independent firefighters?
No.
They got companies that are firefighters.
Mhm.
They're set up just like a government firefighter would be, only they sell their services to rich people. And then if you have a fire, they come right to your house and put it out. Not everyone else's. Right to your
Well, where the hell were they?
The Kardashians had one. And
They got a lot. They had a lot of. Listen, we're gonna talk about them one day because everybody don't like them, but I love them.
yeah, well,
I'm gonna tell you why.
I love them too because they're sexy women.
I knew that's why you loved them.
Yeah.
See, I didn't want to get off topic. I should have said
What
anything.
other reason is there to love the Kardashians? But they're
The way their mom was a PIMP, and we're gonna get to that later. We ain't gonna talk about that right now.
All right, well, let's not
I gotta wear
talk
my
about.
T-shirt.
Let's not talk about the business acumen of their mom. Let's talk about her genes and how she's 60-something years old and still look good. And her daughters
But
are all hot.
And they love black men.
That's good, but that ain't doing me no good.
It would be if you was out there.
I don't know about that.
Well, why not?
I'm not rich and
Let us
famous.
get rich and famous.
I'm not rich and
Shit,
famous.
guess
so
what I'm gonna do?
They probably look at me like a peon.
No, they wouldn't.
Get my bags, boy.
If we got rich and famous, shit, you think Johnny gonna grab your bag? You kiss my motherfucking ass. You understand me? I'm gonna talk to them like OJ did.
The
Think I won't?
the good looking young one, Kendall.
No.
Kendall?
Chloe was the finest.
Chloe, yeah, she's sexy. She got a big ass too.
No, Chloe was the finest.
But the Kendall is the model, the tall, skinny.
Is that the okay? There's Kendall. Which one is the billionaire makeup? Got the makeup artist.
Oh, that's Kylie.
How do you know so much about these motherfuckers?
Oh, I used to watch the show.
Ain't that a bitch? Hold on, people. We gotta take a time out here. Come on over, expound.
Back when the show was on E Network, I used to watch it.
I tried to watch it.
No,
I just couldn't get my schedule around because I had a thing
well,
for
they
kids.
used to have it on all the time. The E Network. Back when
I was watching other things like The Game and other shows.
These games not on. What's that? Some of these games.
No, not The Game. I'm talking about The Game, the show, The Game.
There's a show called The Game.
Yeah. It was a great show.
I would rather watch a reality show about sexy sisters than a game.
Sexy sisters, ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, with big asses.
They were fake asses. They were the first ones to invent the BBL.
How do you know their asses are fake?
Well, Kim talked about it.
She did?
Yes.
I never seen
Man,
that.
listen, me and Kim go way back, man.
Okay, all right.
She didn't want to make a tape, but neither did I. I did, but anyway.
Kendall does charity work, so she probably.
Kendall's, is that the billionaire?
Kylie's the billionaire.
Okay, Kylie's a billionaire. Well, you know who showed him how to become a billionaire?
Who?
Kanye.
Kanye
showed them how to expand their business. They got rich fucking with Kanye, and
they're
then
not really billionaires then,
I don't know.
because Kanye was a fake billionaire.
No, he was not really. He was a billionaire till they took all his assets.
Well, you know,
Yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying. But the man's still worth $500 million.
yeah, he's still worth $500 million.
Guess what? If you got $500 million, you're a billionaire to me. You ain't gonna spend all that money. If you do, you got an issue.
Jay-Z's an actual billionaire.
We're not gonna talk about him right now.
Okay, but anyway,
'Cause
I
he's in
used to
trouble.
watch the Kardashian show back when it was on E,
Mm-hmm.
and I was watching it because they're good-looking girls,
Right.
Sexy girls,
So that's why you.
and I
So,
admired the fact.
I just want to know that's the only reason why you watch them.
Yeah.
Did the storyline get you like when they brought Reggie Bush on and
What
they?
storyline?
That's what I'm saying. Why?
No,
How
I
can you watch it just because they
I-
look good?
I didn't.
Why? You know what I did
Listen,
with Kim
I didn't
Kardashian?
care.
I got her Playboy.
I did too. I looked at her in the Playboy,
Ooh.
and then I looked at her on the E show. I was like, yeah,
Right.
I seen your boobs. Yeah, you got a nice, big, juicy ass. I was saying stuff like that when I was
Man, listen, this guy gonna get us canceled.
canceled.
We're canceled. We're never gonna get. Okay, people.
I'm cancel.
Hey, people out there want to watch and come on.
I'm cancel proof.
We're not going to talk about that kind of stuff when you come on.
I'm cancel proof from being unknown. Nobody's going to cancel.
They're going to sit back and watch this shit.
They're not going to cancel us because they don't care about us.
Not yet.
Well,
We got all this.
by the time
We got things going on, Dover.
By the time they start giving a damn, that's when
Listen, people, we got shit going on. We're trying to do this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
And this guy talking about Kim Kardashian's fat ass.
Yeah, it's nice. And she's pretty too.
I agree.
She got nice boobs. And I seen that Ray J
Porn tape.
video.
Oh, she's a nasty motherfucker. Listen, people, I digress. Let's keep going.
Anyway,
I digress.
The second to the younger sister does charity work, and
How did we get from that from insurance companies?
you asked me about the Kardashians.
No, you said something about them.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
I watched the show.
Okay, because I got one last question about the insurance people.
Okay.
Go ahead. Finish your thought.
Well,
this is
anyway,
interesting to me.
I used to watch the show.
Okay.
I watched it because they were good-looking chicks, and I thought it was fascinating.
It is.
And then there's the weirdo. Bruce, he was on the show back when he was Bruce Jenner, the guy who was
How can you bring up Caitlyn?
an Olympic champion.
So, conversation over.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, don't bring up Caitlyn.
Mm.
And you know that motherfucker won Woman of the Year? And this is what we're going to talk about.
From who?
Oh, it was, oh, God, I'm getting hot. I didn't turn the fan on.
Who
It's
gave him an award?
People Magazine,
They
or the
gave-
Time Magazine,
They gave Caitlyn an award.
Woman of the Year. And we're going to talk about that. That segues into another thing we're going to be talking about. I'm glad you brought up them motherfuckers. Man, that's some bullshit there. But anyway, this dude was at the Catholic. Never mind. We're going to talk about that later.
So he beat out actual women.
He beat out actual women. And women applauded this. Oh, yay! Everybody stood up in arms, LGBT, all these fucking alphabet shit that we're sick of.
LGBTQ.
Oh, man, the ABC, the mafia and shit. Oh, yeah. This is why we need to bring a standard of living back into America.
Where you don't tolerate transgender.
Because no, I didn't say that. But you don't let a 70-year-old man turn himself into a woman.
Why?
And become.
Why would you care?
I don't care. Let me finish my thought.
Go ahead.
We need standards.
Okay.
You don't let a 70-year-old man turn himself into a 70-year-old ugly white woman, and you give him or her or it, whatever you want to call it, female of the year. When I tell you what, my mom didn't get it. She raised us on minimum. Your mom didn't get it. She was a hardworking woman as well. Your mom out there, people didn't get it. Your wives didn't get it. Your sisters, your significant others, your daughters never got it. This motherfucking man turned himself into a woman, and he was a 70-year-old ugly white woman at that, and became Woman of the Year. That irritated me, and it should irritate you. But guess what? Because you're brainwashed, people. We have been programmed. And you're programmed and thinking that's okay.
Yeah.
We gotta get some structure back into our lives. Because if that's what you want to do with yourself, do it. Do it. But don't get an award saying Woman of the Year.
Right.
Motherfucker, you won the decathlon in the Olympics. You had children. Then you had children again. He had 2 sets of kids.
Yeah.
You are a fucking man.
Who were all embarrassed.
Yes, you are a man. All of a sudden, the Kardashians, see, this is that sick shit. This is when they say the devil runs Hollywood. This is that sick shit. You got jealous over Kris Jenner. She's giving up that, your wife. It's your fault she's giving that pussy up. If you're mad that she's giving it up, divorce her. Leave her. Don't kill her, because you get caught on Dateline. But leave her. Guess what? Let that motherfucker go. And guess what? You be you. You continue to be the man that God made you to be. And all of a sudden, you wanted some attention. You're mad all these little girls in your household getting attention. You're mad the wife's getting attention. Man, you know what I'd have been doing? Shit. Continue on. Because I'm going to have the nicest things that life can have, and I don't care. I'm not going to turn myself into a transgender myself or transform myself into a woman. I'm not going to do that.
Right.
And he did that. And then he got, like I say, I don't care what you do. it's free country. You're free to do whatever you want to do in life.
Mhm.
But it's people out there, the people that have power, the people that have money, that allow this shit to happen. And now you got little boys, little girls wanting to change genders that have no clue what they're doing. He was a 70-year-old man. 60, he was in his 60s. We might as well say 70.
Right.
Okay, so he can do whatever he wants.
Yes.
But now you got little kids like Dwayne Wade that they'll be happy that his son is a girl now.
Right.
Man, I tell you what, this is that bullshit that's called sellout. I don't give a damn how much money I got, how many people want to cancel me.
Mhm.
My son ain't becoming no goddamn girl at the age of 12.
Right.
No. Now I'm talking about rent. I'm still sweating. That this is what irritated me about America. You gave her Woman of the Year.
Yeah. So you just mad about the award?
I'm mad that people who are followers, how the hell do you allow your mind to encase the idea that this man
Mhm.
who fathered children from two different marriages
As a man,
can become Woman of the Year?
he can't. But it's a bogus award if they gave it to a man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Thank you.
So, but I wouldn't be mad about it.
Oh, I'm pissed.
About him being transgender.
I'm pissed.
Because I really don't care.
Because I know a lot of women who are deserving of that award.
Yeah.
I got some teachers that will be deserving of that award.
Yeah.
I got a wife that's deserving of the award. I got a mom who's deserving of the award. I got a sister who's deserving of the award.
Well,
I got sisters. I got nieces. I got a grandmothers. I got friends.
Mhm.
If you're gonna give it to that jackass
Mhm.
for transgendering, and most people don't want to hear it. Everybody wants to turn it back. Oh, I don't want to hear this. Oh, no. Because you're programmed.
Yeah.
You're blind, people. You're blind from the facts of who you are because you're watching that garbage.
Straight up garbage.
I digress because I got off the track. My bad.
Yeah. Okay. Well, are we still talking about?
Well, there's one question I want that I had to ask about the insurance before we got canceled. We just got canceled again.
We're not canceled. We're fine. We're in good standing.
Yes. But here's what I want to ask you.
What's that?
Should the CEOs of these insurance companies be running scared because of what happened to the CEO of United Healthcare?
Probably, because no, well, it's sort of different, but yes, it's right in the same line.
It's in the same line. That's what I'm saying.
They should probably, because the guy got shot and killed because of his business practices, and a lot of people don't appreciate the business practices of these insurance companies. And if the CEO is super rich,
well, they're making these CEOs. He's already made. What was his base salary? Was what?
$9 million.
$9 million plus bonuses and incentives, and they got the bonuses and incentives by telling you and me, no, you don't need that service. You don't need it. So his salary jumped up to what? 17 million? Was it 17, 18 million?
I don't know.
It's almost doubled, I think. But so they got their bonuses come from telling us commoners no.
Mm-hmm.
And so, dude, he got turned down for his back, and they showed his back, screws all in it. Then his mom got real sick and died, or she's living in a horrendous state.
Right.
You know what he said?
What?
You know what? And he was an Ivy League student.
Right.
He took one of those 3D printers and printed him a gun. That could shoot, 3 bullets or 2 or 3 before it melts down?
I don't remember.
Well, I think that's what it said. And guess what he did? He shot that motherfucker right in the back of his fucking head. First one missed. But he said, I ain't done.
Right.
And then that motherfucker took off, went to McDonald's in Pennsylvania, ate.
Yeah, and got busted eating at McDonald's. He shouldn't have ate at McDonald's.
But here's the thing. He's become a folk hero.
Folk hero.
And
he's in folklore.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about that later on in life. We're going to see how this plays out. But I just wonder if these other CEOs are taking heed because of what happened.
Of course. Especially when they know they've done a lot of people dirty and they're rich.
Right.
If you are poor and you've done a lot of people dirty, That's one thing to say, well, we were going to go out of business unless I've done what I had to do.
Right. That's
And
one thing.
And I don't have any money either. I lost all my money. But if you,
But we're both broke.
if
So
you're,
we're both in the struggle.
right. But if you're sitting pretty because you have crushed everyone else and said, no, we're not going to honor our contract anymore with you and your insurance. And if something happens, that's too bad.
Yeah. And that sucks because you got these people, like you said, paid in their whole lives and get nothing in return.
Get jacked.
That's that. But you know what? That's the loophole in the American system to where Supreme Court, a higher government, should like want to help us, help small people. So listen, this is going to take somebody to stand up and to these evil corporations and be like, you know what, you owe us. So, but with that being said, let's move on to the next topic. And this next topic we kind of talked about it. So, you know what? And with time restraints, we're just going to go over this real quick. It's the people getting fired from ESPN because of personal issues. They didn't believe in the narrative about what a man and what a woman is. I kind of had a rant on that. What's her name? Michelle.
Who was fired?
What's her name? It's Christian Ponder, Michelle Ponder, and RG3. They got fired about 2-3 months ago from ESPN because of their thoughts. So they were asked on a platform like, "What do you think a man and what do you think a woman is?" And these alphabet mafias who's being pushed by the liberals, we try to tell everybody that's one thing. A lot of liberals I know, they don't agree with this either. So I'm not going to call this a Democratic thing. I'm just going to say liberal. Okay. I'm not going to say Democrat because most Democrats don't even agree with this. If you say you're a Democrat, I know you don't agree with it. This here they said, well, what's a man? He said a man is born XY and a woman's born YY, and then that's the chromosomes. And then RG3 said a man is born with a ding-a-ling, and a woman's born with a vagina. There's some born with both. Okay, he didn't talk about that. They said they were talking about the people who want to switch, and they gave their input. And ESPN, who's ran by Disney, fired them.
Wow,
fired them. And
did they ever address?
No, they never addressed. They said we're doing cuts. So now you come back to Fox, who has orgies taking place, man. Skip Bayless is knocking people down, offering $1.5 million to have sex with people. Yeah. Joy Taylor, who's beautiful, and I would have been on her too if I was a single man. Like if you're a single man, well, you are a single man. You see, I showed you the picture of Joy Taylor. She come and say, "I want to get on your show. Will you hit me?" You be like, "Hell yeah, I'm gonna hit you." Of course. That's what. And so my question to this is: can a man sell sexuality without being gay? Because most people, I hate to say it, in power of these shows and networks, they're men. So how can a man sell sexuality to a man? Now you got to remember the Harvey Weinstein thing. He went to Terry Crews, tried groping. He tried to offer Cat Williams a blowjob. He tried to offer all these men. See, we're on As a Crow Flies. It's probably offensive. We talk about things like this. We keep it 100. So, can you sell sex being straight?
If you can only do that if you're trying to sell it to a female CEO.
But there's not too many out there, so we're limited. So
you can't. If you're straight and you're sticking to
the code,
how you are, then that's the only way you can go.
But you told me earlier you had a way that you thought you had a way.
That's it.
That's what I say.
I say. You know what I'm saying? You can't. If you're a straight guy and you're trying to, let's just say you're a straight guy and you think you're a hot dude. You feel like I'm a hot dude. Okay?
A hot dude.
And I'm ready to do what I need to do to get ahead in business.
Right.
And you're working for a guy, you can't do anything unless he's gay. And you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Listen, I can't fathom. This is why, and I don't want to get off on a tangent. This is why I say Nobody can choose to be gay or bisexual. That's something you have to be on the inside, because I myself am just disgusted by the thought
Right.
of another man touching me in a sexual way. And I think every straight guy is. That's
Right.
why you're straight.
That's why you're straight.
Because you're not interested in other guys.
Right.
So you cannot sell how are you going to sell yourself no matter how hot of a dude?
I got a question. I got an answer for
Unless
that.
you're
I got an answer for that.
what is it?
Here's the thing that, the answer that I have, and I know a lot of people might agree, some might not agree.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a deep thinker, and I thought about this. Listen, for the love of money,
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people will do what it takes if they love money that much. That's why they say money's the root of evil, because it's not what money does,
Mm-hmm.
it's what people do for the money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's say you're this, and this, and somebody offers you $100 million
Mm-hmm.
to have sex with him, whether he's a man or not.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do it? I don't.
No.
But we know some people who are famous that did do that. They had sex with a man to get that. Okay, yes, that's generational wealth. It's going to take your family out of this. It's going to take you out of that. So you sacrifice your booty hole for generational wealth. You sold your soul.
Mm-hmm. Listen, no matter how much money it is,
I'm not doing that.
you got to live with yourself.
You have to look at your man. They say the man in the mirror. Now, the man in the mirror is who you are. How do you face yourself? You wake up, we talk about mansions. You wake up every day in a mansion. You look around everything you got. You say, damn, I got it by bending over.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. But some people think it is.
It's not.
And so, like when Weinstein and all these guys, with a man, like I say, a straight man like you and I, we're at a disadvantage to making it.
I'd rather be at a disadvantage anyway. I like to earn my money. I don't play the lottery.
I don't even.
Because what if I hit? I'll be disappointed. Because I'll take the money. I'll take the money. I got sisters. I got family.
And I'll give the money to them, but
yeah, but
I would live good with it, and you would too, but you're going to sit back like an empty feeling in you.
There's no sense of accomplishment by given $1 million.
You're going to live with that emptiness.
I will sit there with that money and be like, I didn't
I
earn this. I didn't do anything.
I just picked 7 different numbers.
I wasn't clever. I didn't use my brain or my physical skill or.
You know what, Dover, man? That's why me and you are right here, because I don't play lottery either.
Yeah.
And guess what? If I won the lottery, what would I do? I would take it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when I look myself in the mirror and I'm hobnobbing with these other fake ass millionaires,
yeah,
I'm sitting there like, this ain't no fun.
No.
And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna end up going back to my people. Of course, you take care of your family and everything first, family and friends.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go back to the hood and the places where I know need that money.
Mm-hmm.
That's where don't get me wrong. I'm gonna live a decent life.
Charity work.
But I'm gonna give it to charity because I gotta feel a sense of fulfillment by getting that money. Listen, it's $800 million. I get that. Oh yeah, I'm balling. I'm balling up here with you name it, Jordan or LeBron or whoever you want to name. You up here in the club with them, motherfucker. What you do?
Yeah,
I hit the lottery.
Yeah. To me, that's embarrassing. For me to admit, I
hit the lottery.
I gained my if I'm hanging out with other millionaires, and for me to admit that I've gained my wealth by luck. I didn't do anything. I wasn't smart. I didn't invent anything.
Well, here's the thing that some people can say.
I didn't start a business.
But what about your kid, your dad? He might have been a billionaire and dropped out. That's a whole different scenario as well. I come from
Silver
lineage.
spoon babies.
Yes.
Silver spoon babies.
I come from lineage. It was handed to my dad.
Yeah. Well, if it wasn't, what if your dad earned the money though?
Well, you know what? What's his name? Warren Buffett. What did I tell you? Remember we talked about what I told you he said?
Yeah.
He's not leaving his kids anything. He goes, I had to earn it. I'm leaving you. He said, I've given you the knowledge and the insight and the resources to make it yourself.
Yeah.
Because if I leave this to you and you don't want to leave it to you, I'm creating a monster.
I don't have a lot of respect for silver spoon babies. I don't have anything against them because I don't even know any of them or any people that I've met has never admitted that their parents was rich. But if they had, I would be fine with them and, you know what I'm saying, figure out who they are as a
Right.
person. But it's not impressive to be born rich. Not for me. I'm not a butt kisser either. I'm not going to just
I know you.
hang out with people and be like, yeah,
I know
man,
you're not a butt kisser.
you-
First day of school, you told her teacher that her husband was ugly.
Okay, he was. So,
I'm never ever. I told you I'm never going to forget that.
but
I'm 10 years old. I hear this. I'm like, never going to forget that.
she shouldn't have been bragging about it.
Well, she
But-
showed the picture and everything, and
But
all the girls like, oh, he's cute, he's cute. She's walking around this class, remember?
Yeah.
You're like, he's ugly. I said, oh my God, what? I didn't even get a chance to see him yet.
Yeah, he's an ugly dude. Anyway, yeah, there's no sense of accomplishment in being given $1 million. I'd be disappointed if I became rich without doing something to earn it, to where I can feel
Even like it, like you don't got to work hard to get it. Like these podcasts,
like I've done
if someone
this.
picked up our show and these sponsors picked our show up and put us big time, we at least did something to get it,
Right.
and that's what we're pushing for.
I got a side business. You got a side
Yes.
business. If my side business
Takes off.
takes off.
You
know what I'm saying?
did something.
Yes. That's something that I done. That's the clothes that I put out there.
Right. That's something you've done.
That's
You put your fingerprint.
I'd be proud of it if it's something that I've done.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dover, if I hit the lottery, we're gonna take some money and just boost the show up because we're gonna work with that money, but the rest of it, I told you, I'm giving it back to the people.
Yeah. So charity work, I'm planning on doing that anyway.
I do charity work. Listen, everyone knows, and I got some charity work coming up, so I told people I'll get with them later about it, but I do a lot of charity work because I don't have much to give. Well, I mean, I don't have much to give per se to some other people, but I got more to give than the people that I'm giving to, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
And I do the best I can.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, but man,
You know what I'm saying? I plan on helping bums a little bit in charity work. And then it's not just just a,
why gotta be bums, man? Excuse me, y'all.
you know,
Dover kills me.
listen,
That's because he's dead serious. He doesn't mean any harm.
listen, I'm gonna
He
help,
doesn't mean any harm.
I'm gonna help a bum or two. But here's because you know what I'm saying,
Oh shit.
especially in our climate,
Yes.
if you a bum out here in our climate, you a brave bum. That's a serious bum right there. You have committed to being a bum.
Would you see all the clothes I got stacked up down there?
Yeah.
I'm taking those to the warming shelter either tomorrow or the next day.
See, that's good.
And I got a lot of shit that I cleaned out. I got more stuff to go to, but I'm just like, listen, I'm doing a section at a time. I got a lot of boots. I got some Jordans to give away. I got a lot of shit to get to these that I cleaned out.
To give it to
Well, my kids, like I kept saying, they were race privilege, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
But they got a lot of stuff here. They're like, Dad, give it away to your charities.
Mhm.
Because they don't wear them anymore. They're like, we don't even, I think they're brand new. Why can't you get some 14s?
Mhm.
I'll be wearing them.
Mhm.
I'm a bum.
What size are they?
10 to 12.
Oh, I seen too small. I wear 12s myself though.
They got some Jordans down there.
I'll take a look at them.
I ain't giving them to you.
Bums don't need no Jordans. You know what I'm saying? They don't respect
Hey, man,
the
listen to this guy.
Bums don't respect the Jordans. man.
Nikki James, watch. Listen, talk to your boy, Nikki.
Yeah.
Talk to your boy.
Okay.
He said he'll go take a look at them. They look brand new. But no, we can't give them we can't give.
I got some knockoff Jordans that I give to bums. They don't need real Jordans.
Why my God? Oh my God. You're different, man. Oh shit.
You gonna give bums real Jordans?
Hey man, they ain't bums, they people, man. You
got people who are bums.
let's move the topic. We got one topic.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not laughing, people. This
You
guy
not-
here.
you look mighty
Oh my
close.
God.
You look like-
Oh shit. This guy got me so wet. I gotta take my hand off. God damn it.
You look-
Oh shit. Holy Dover, man. This guy here, he's different, man. He is different, y'all. He's been this way our whole lives. He's been this way since we were in fucking. Oh my
You
God.
look like you're mighty close to laughter. Over
Oh, I'm
there.
already laughing. I'm crying over here, man. Listen, I got some stuff to take to the warming shelters. And Nikki, you're going to help me take it to them because they got to see you too.
Yeah.
But anyway, woo!
Nikki, bring some of your stuff to give to Bums.
Dover, you be welcome. Oh my God.
I mean, I love Bums.
I bet
Except
you.
for the crazy ones who attack you.
Well, I wonder why they're going to attack you. I wonder why.
No.
Oh God.
Bums don't mind being called
Ooh,
bums. Okay.
shit.
Bums are not politically correct.
Ooh, man. How do white girls do it? Don't be mad at me, y'all.
Yeah.
I like white girls. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Ooh, this guy
Except for
here.
the Jewish ones.
I like them too.
Oh, you do?
I like everybody, man.
Okay.
I like black girls too. I like, man, white girls, black girls.
That's good.
I like Japanese girls. I like motherfucking. Oh man, my favorite's Indian woman. Man, listen, I don't want to talk too
Hey,
much.
let me ask you this.
Ooh, shit.
If you weren't married and you took those clothes down to the bums and you seen a hot bum, would you try to rehabilitate her and get her back on her feet?
No.
So you can hit
No. What I would do is take her to the hotel, clean her up, and hit it. Then.
her?
You asked me a question. I'm
That's
like,
the same
listen. No, people. Don't leave me like that now. I would not do that now. He asked me a hypothetical, and I gave him a hypothetical. That means if I wasn't married and I didn't have this kind of life,
Yeah.
that means I wouldn't get any kind of action. Yes. When you get older, you don't get as much action you used to. I get that. But what would you do? Like, you see that one, man? Listen,
If I seen a hot bum,
a hot bum, would you go clean her up and take her?
yeah, I tried.
Okay, he's a man. That's what men do.
That'd be like jackpot. Hot bum.
A hot bum. That's what that's what men do. You take her ass to the hotel and look here, motherfucker. We're gonna give you a shower.
Yeah.
You gonna shave all that hair off your body too, because I don't want no fucking lice.
Yeah.
And put that fucking shower cap on.
Yeah.
Well, I can't catch lights. I ain't got no hair. But anyway, yeah, he asked me hypothetical. I answered hypothetical, people. Don't look at me crazy.
I
I answered hypothetical.
I'll take a hot bum and fix her up, get her a pedicure and a manicure.
Man, well, listen, we ain't gonna do that. Fuck all that. I'll paint your nails myself.
Yeah. Get her a nice haircut.
Yeah. Fix her up. Like in Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
He took the prostitute, turned her into a glamorous star. And you know what? There's a lot of bums out there who fell on hard times.
Yeah.
And they look good. And guess what? If you
say.
found her and she got the nice body that you like, she got the face features, everything you like, you clean her motherfucking ass up, you might have found a diamond in the rough.
But where you gonna put her if she's a bum?
Shit, we'll keep her in a hotel for a couple hours.
For a couple of hours. What about after that?
Well, you're done with her.
You
How can you just ask me a question?
You buying her all this clothes and stuff?
No, you ain't buying her nothing. The clothes are free.
Okay. So you giving her clothes?
Yeah. Man, you ain't spend. Oh man, you might just take her to get her a shower, get her a mani and petty. Who cares about that?
And then you leave.
Yeah, man. Listen, you're gonna leave, all
So
right.
it's one time for bum.
Well, you might not leave, but you damn sure gonna come.
Yeah.
Okay, people, I'm done.
All right.
I got a lot of jokes. Oh God, we're gonna get canceled. Listen, Dover gets me there.
Yeah.
Only Dover can take me here. And you know, we go way back. Everybody knows that. Y'all see the chemistry that we got. We go way back to fucking elementary school. Most of y'all's kids and grandkids are the age that we were when we met. And man, we've been tight ever since. And listen, they don't want the whole crew up here.
Oh.
They don't want the whole crew.
Yeah.
And one day we're gonna do a podcast over.
Yeah.
And we're gonna invite the whole crew.
Yeah.
Now that we got the mobile podcast unit up, we're gonna have the whole crew come together, man, and listen. Y'all gonna see this crew. And listen, you're gonna understand who we are and who we grew up with.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's gonna be Crush and Jam back together.
Oh, yes, sir. Well, I got a question for you. And then we got two last topics to touch.
All right.
And, you know, we're going to go over a little bit as usual. This is what we do. You might as well count on us being an hour and 15 minutes.
All right.
Or an hour and 20, whatever we do. Okay. The question I got for you is, should we allow God and religion back in America? In American society, like school. But here's the thing. It's not just our God. Whatever religion you practice, should it be allowed in American society?
It already is, isn't it?
Yes and no.
I mean, everyone's, even athletes, when you interview them after the game,
but guess what?
they gotta say, I gotta give all the credit
Praise
to
God.
my Lord
Guess
and
what?
Savior Jesus Christ.
But every time they do that, if you don't notice, they get kind of exiled. Will Howard, the quarterback for Ohio State, gave props to God and Jesus, whatever. if you don't realize, when he went up to get on that podium, they locked him down.
I don't.
Yes. I don't know if that's the reason why, but motherfucker knows. They was like, oh, you're late. We got capacity. Capacity means we got enough up here. Well, guess what? That security guard up there or that person back there doing nothing, he can come down. You're the starting quarterback for this football team that won this game for the national championship.
Yeah.
You think you let him up?
The first one.
Yeah, they didn't let him up.
He did get up.
Eventually.
I seen him up there. They interviewed him.
Yes, but how long did it take?
I don't know.
But maybe it was because he said, and there was another thing they said, I want to give.
A lot of people say that.
Yes, and then that they kind of gloss over that.
They just wait for him to say it because there are a lot of people who are educated who are atheists.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then there are some people who believe that you're saying you give all the credit to Jesus Christ, but it was you who done all the working out and caught the balls and scored the touchdowns.
Right.
And so, what about the other team that lost? Some of them love Jesus too. Why would?
Oh, Jesus only help you. In other words,
Right?
I get that. And you know what? That's the part that I don't understand. I said it's in sports, and we can say, well, Jesus says, I got to give Jesus thanks. I got to give God thanks. But you know what? God loves him too.
Mm-hmm.
Why would God choose you?
Yeah.
So sometimes it doesn't come down to just God. It comes down to what you've done to prepare.
Right.
God didn't give you more opportunity to prepare than he gave me.
Yeah. You know
But we can't look at I get that, but what I'm saying is like in schools, at workplaces. Because you know, if they allow it in schools, you know, the Muslims, they pray what 7 to 8 times a day.
Yeah, and that's
at certain times.
Yeah.
Do you allow them in school? Like, okay, I know it's your prayer time. Instead of going to recess, can they pray?
That's the thing. There's so many different religions.
That's because America. Yeah, I get it, man.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah. So, you know, there's so many people disagreeing. Religions are fighting. People fight in religions.
Man.
You know, they kill each other.
The Crusades.
You don't agree with my religion?
Catholics and the Christians.
I gotta put you to death.
The missionaries.
So
the missionaries, the Christian missionaries, man, we ain't gonna talk about that. We might do a podcast now later. We might not. The odds are we won't, but if the people want it, we will.
Well, we got to do a lot of extensive research.
I've done research on this.
I was just talking to a guy today at work, and he starts talking about he's trying to relate religion to politics.
That's kind of hard,
right? Because the politicians are so corrupt. But he was saying, oh, well, in the Bible, you know, saying it talks about this and that, and he's like, well, abortion is wrong, but he believes in the death penalty. And I'm thinking, aren't
it's the same thing?
Ain't they both wrong?
It's the same thing, but on a different. He was like, if you eat, we can make analogies about it. It's the same thing, but it's different. I get it. You're still killing.
Yeah.
Like you might kill deer for sport. Mm-hmm. You might go fishing for sport. Mm-hmm. If you don't eat fish, why are you fishing? If you don't eat deer, why are you shooting them? Yeah. That's what that's the analogy that he's doing. But I eat fish. Well, so he said, I would fish to eat, and I eat deer, so I would shoot a deer to eat.
He's a right-wing nut job, this guy.
Oh, God.
So
is he a tinfoil?
No, he's never mentioned any conspiracy theories, but
okay.
He said he votes all Republican, but he said
no matter what,
you
shouldn't do that.
Well, he said he hates them, but
he hates who?
The Republicans. But he said he hates the Democrats more because they hate God, which is nonsensical. He said they hate God because they
don't hate God.
Right. See, he hates them for hating God, but they don't hate God.
I don't think they hate God.
He just said that they hate God so he can have a reason to hate them.
I just think, like I say, I got a lot of issues with Democrats. It's not because they hate God or whatever. It's because
there's some Democrats who are just as religious as any.
Right. What I don't like about Democrats is the way they've done black people, and black people don't see it. And it's not about. I can't hate the Democrats for what the black people don't see. I just don't like the Democrats because, like, I gave an analogy to Nikki today when we were talking about the show and things of that nature. I'm like this. if someone knocks on my door and you're a woman and you come as a woman, you let me know who you are. That's what the Republicans do. Now you can take it or leave it. Most people leave it, and I would leave it too. But a Democrat will come as a man, but dressed like a woman. And most people don't understand what I'm saying about that, but that's how they fool you. And they're fooling us like that in real life with Caitlyn Jenner. They're pushing all these damn alphabets. So I don't agree with that. And then I don't agree with the fact that
But Caitlyn's a Republican.
That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's what's crazy. Like I said, but then when you look at what Trump said, or not Trump said, but who voted for him, a lot of transgenders voted for him, a lot of Mexicans, a lot of blacks. They're sick of the left wing pushing us so far left. There's got to be a line where you let people make a choice. Where they stuck Obama, Oprah, all these high black celebrities out there, and they said make them
hoping they can influence.
Right, make them choose us. You can't do that to people anymore.
Right. Well, if you side with the corporations, you're going to lose.
Well, that's what the Democrats did. Yep.
Unless you just flat out lie about it.
Exactly. And
say, I'm for the people.
Yep, and that's what the Democrats did.
Yeah. They stupid.
Yeah, basically. They did some stupid shit.
They're just dumb assholes.
Don't but you're a Democrat.
I'm not.
You're really not a Democrat.
I'm not.
No, he's not a Democrat. He's like me. We're independent.
Yeah.
Anybody, hey, listen, sign us. You can win us over.
So anyway, this guy that I work with,
people.
So anyway, this guy will vote any way you want if you sign us. Anyway, this guy will support any stupid shit you come up with. But if you sign us to a big enough contract,
oh, we'll definitely vote because it ain't gonna matter.
But anyway, this guy I work with was telling me he believes in the death penalty, but not abortion. In that the Democrats believe in abortion and not the death penalty, so therefore they're evil.
You know what? That's nonsensical in what you say. The word nonsensical.
Yeah.
But you know what, man? Listen, the death penalty is what it is. I think I can't say Republicans believe in it. I can't say Democrats believe in it. But I can say it's up to the family.
Yeah.
Listen, you kill, like a lot of people kill people's relatives and loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
That's up to them. Mm-hmm. Are you going to feel any kind of remorse, or are you going to feel better if we take his life or her life?
I put it this way: both things is wrong. Abortion is wrong. Death penalty is wrong. But if I catch the killer in the act, I put him down. I'll put him out.
Right.
I'll take him out.
Right.
But if we're talking about after the fact, when they give someone the death penalty and years later.
After 20 years?
After he's sitting on death row.
Do you know how long you sit on death row and appeals?
He's exhausted his appeals.
You know what you should do? See, I agree with this Dover 120,000%. Yeah. Do you know what they should do with the death penalty? You got 3 years to prove your innocence. Yeah. And we will expedite your case, and we'll keep it there.
We should investigate.
Right. We'll expedite your case to keep it number one because you're on death row. We'll have a special jury, special trial, special everything expedited for your case because you got 3 years.
We should investigate.
What's going on?
Yes.
But if not, motherfucker, guess what? You better bring, and a lot of times, you know what? Some people are wrong on death row. Mm-hmm. But with this DNA testing and everything we got going on now, they can prove within 3 years whether it's you or not.
The problem with our justice system,
what they don't take it. My problem is, I'm gonna let you tell your problem.
Yeah.
My problem is they put it on the side burner, and then guess what? It takes years, and then next thing you know, it's taxpayers' money. Mm-hmm. If you're on a death row and you're 100% innocent, and you get the right attorney, hey man, look, no, and you follow protocol, and we get this expedited, you got 3 years.
And that is part of the problem when I'm talking what you just said. If you get the right attorney. Now, who can get the right attorney?
This is crapshoot.
Rich people.
Right.
So that's the problem with our justice system. Like, if you're poor and innocent,
you get no help. Well, don't say it. Tell the truth, though. It ain't about being poor and innocent. Say it. Say it, though. Well, if you're black.
Or
Mexican.
I had this white guy tell me this years ago when I was in jail. He's like, "Oh, you're poor and black, so you're."
Is that to you?
Yeah, it was a white guy, and I was a young guy, so I didn't believe him. But he was like, "You're poor and black, so you get no chance." And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "You're black. That's a strike against you." And he said, "You're poor, so you can't afford a good lawyer to get you out of it."
Right.
He says, "So
You're stuck.
yeah. So
Whether you're innocent or guilty or not.
So if you're on death row, to me, we should investigate, not just prosecute you, and then take the people who can't afford a lawyer and be
But
like,
our system doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
You're right, man.
yeah, they should do it in
Investigation, a thorough,
yes, a thorough,
not just what the local and county or city police department did. They should do a thorough investigation. Am I right?
because sending people to jail and killing people just because they can't afford a lawyer, that's wrong.
Man, I've been watching all this shit, man. How many people since this DNA's come out? How many people have they allowed to come home because
Exonerated.
they were exonerated because
after
they're
they got DNA evidence.
they were like, because back in the day, even if you were white, if you didn't have money, they didn't want to listen to you.
You're poor.
And then you know what? You can't help it.
We already put you on probation.
When you're born, you can't help it who you're born to.
No.
So we got one last topic to touch, and we got 4 minutes to touch on it. Dover, you've been a black man. I've been a black man
For a long time.
And listen, no, forever.
That's a long time.
We've been accused. I'm gonna talk about this. We've been accused. Oh,
of spanking bitches.
No,
bending them over.
We've been accused of saying some things about black people that you shouldn't say because they were wrong.
Yeah.
You know what? Nah, hell no.
Mm-hmm.
On this show and his show, we tell the truth.
Yeah.
And we tell our opinions.
Mm-hmm.
If you're black and you're wrong, we're gonna talk about it.
Right.
If you're white and you're wrong, we're gonna talk about it. If you're a Jew, if you're a Muslim, if you're whoever you are,
we don't discriminate.
if you're in the news and you're wrong, we're gonna talk about you because that's our job.
We talk about
every asshole walking on this planet, including ourselves.
Yes.
So I don't want to hear that bullshit. But there's some things going on with black on black hate in social media. Yes. And it's like, you got these celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of talking about the case at hand or like what Diddy's doing or Drake or LeBron or whatever, they're not talking about that. They're talking about their personal beefs.
Mm-hmm.
Black on black people in general, should not air their personal beefs on social media.
Mm-hmm.
We get that locally, we get that nationally, we get that across the globe.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what that looks like? Like Damon Dash, it's embarrassing. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a problem with another black man, listen. You don't see white dudes doing this on social media, and when they do, they address themselves.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got people who will play the race card with other black people.
Right.
So,
but how can you play that? Can you really play that?
Because if they don't agree with your point, then you have to pull out. Well, you shouldn't be saying that about a black man.
Because you're black.
Yeah.
Because they don't agree with you.
Yeah, because they don't agree.
Or you're talking about their
person.
You're talking about the person that they love.
They're a big fan of.
They're a big fan. Like if you say anything bad about LeBron, these motherfuckers come at you, man. They love that motherfucker. Mm-hmm. You better not say that about LeBron. Mm-hmm. We'll come get you. So I'm telling everybody, I'm done with that shit.
You're not gonna say it.
Yeah, man. Listen, I will when it comes to, but I got security outside because man, them motherfuckers, that cult will come and get you. Mm. And he's wrong. 2 left sides. He's wrong. But they don't want to see it.
Just because.
But here's the thing I'm talking about is like when you get these beefs, you get disagreements between 2 black people, and they air it out on social media. Listen, we're 14% of the population, and like I say, we got so many men in jail, so many men doing this, that, and the third. Us heterosexual men, we're like about 5 or 4% of the population. Mm-hmm. We can't afford to go against one another. We need to talk to each other man on man and get this together on the same team because guess what, people? Mm-hmm. We're alone out here. Whether white chicks like us, Chinese chicks likes us, Japanese chicks like us, or whoever in the world you think you're knocking off like us. We are who we are, and we all we got. So stop the bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
Very good. Well said.
That's it. So Dover, in closing words, I think this was a very insightful podcast. We're doing great podcasts. And listen, people, y'all might not believe it, but we got things, I keep saying it, we got things in the works. I'm just hoping that, man, listen, we don't, never mind. We're going to move up the ladder. Anyway, we're moving up. we're George and Wheezy. Well, we're not. Listen, we're not George and Wheezy per se, because I know how some people have been taking that. We just talked about that. But we're moving up like George and Wheezy moved up. How about that?
I think they get it.
I don't know if they do or not.
I think so.
Nikki's commenting. Your motherfucking ass should be here, Nikki. But anyway,
maybe the people who are too young to know who George and Wheezy is
are talking about it. Yeah, they don't know.
They don't get it.
They don't know.
Anybody else, they dated themselves. They get it.
They get it.
Yeah.
We're moving up. And we're going to be a staple in the community. And like I say, we got a mobile unit. So if you want to be on a podcast and you can't make it to either one of our two studios, we can come to you.
Yeah.
We can come to you.
Unless you're stupid looking. If you look dumb all the time, if you just sit around looking dumb, Jesus Christ, we ain't gonna come to you.
I'm talking about my people like Fred and my people, man. Fred watches.
Oh,
we can come to you.
Oh yeah, we can come to Fred.
Yeah, we come to Fred.
I'm not talking about people like.
Oh, I'm just saying that's what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about weirdos who might.
Don't.
Some weirdos might see your show, see us on.
We're gonna meet them first before we listen. I'm not just gonna show up to your crib with my podcast equipment because it's mobile. We're gonna meet up first. No way, Jose. We're meeting up first. We're gonna be like, okay, well, we're gonna do it someplace local like McDonald's. They got Wi-Fi.
When the weirdos call you and be like, "Hey, T Crow, can you come to my crib?" Tell them and then go there, fart in their house, and just say, "I'm out."
Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Make sure you my partner. Listen. I'm talking about having a mobile unit so we can get with our dude Fred. We can get with people like that that don't move around too much, and we can get around to our peoples like with Kenny Boo, Fred. We go see Davey. Our peoples, and listen, they ain't got to come out. They ain't got to come see us. We're going to come and see you. Yeah. And then we can set it up, and we got a mobile unit now.
We're not gonna fart in your house. Though.
No, we're not gonna fart in their houses. This guy here, man. Oh my God, I don't know what to say. Holy fuck. Okay, but listen, we had a great show. Like, I appreciate the input. And listen, all your messages and everything, we will address those later. And God damn. You ain't words to say, Dover?
Well,
eating goodbyes or whatever you need to say.
Yeah. We're out of here. Like last year. See ya. Peace.
This guy here. You gotta love him. You gotta love him. This is my man Dover. I could never have a greater partner. Where's my outro music at?
I've seen a couple pieces. I think, again, everyone is entitled to opinion.
I need a freestyle.
Sees things through their own lens.
I'm freestyle now. I mean, it's up to you.
Go ahead. But that's the lens that you see it through. So you just speak.
And we got freestyle second with T Crow. It's not an hour because I don't. Sitting up here in the podcast room, I'm with my man Dover. I messed up already. I'm not a primer. I gotta write. I can't freestyle. You know what, people? Y'all ain't gonna laugh at me. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. But I'm gonna give y'all one more bar. Give me a second while I think. I know I'm the Johnny, but I had a drink. Never mind. Goodbye. Take some shit off here. was a strong show. Strong show, man. Great show. Great show, man. Like I said, we just gotta learn how to. And the dude he's been working on lately, he wants to come and film us. What she said. I'm like, good, come and film us. No, the chick I know. I said, I got the film. Oh shit.